Hey guys, it's been a while, I think. I had planned on doing 2 to 3 videos per week, but stuff comes up. My dog blew her knee out. I don't know how she did it. She's only 5 years old, so it must be some kind of a genetic thing with her knees. She had to have surgery today, and we've been kind of babying her, and of course, as you do. Anyway, but I wanted to let you know that I got some books this week. I thought I would show you, what I got, because that's kind of what we do here. We share our feelings. It's like a big campfire, I think, except we're not going to be singing anytime soon. I hope. Wouldn't be good for me. Anyway, friend of mine, Cindy, gave me a couple of ARCs. So this doesn't say anywhere on it that it's an ARC, so this might be the actual finished copy, just with some stamps on it. That's fine. But she got me a copy of Aftertime by Sophie Littlefield, so I'm excited. That's a zombie novel, adult zombie novel. And the sequel, which this is definitely an ARC, Rebirth, also by Sophie Littlefield. And while we're talking about Sophie Littlefield, I talked to my editor on Monday. We had a big phone meeting, and everything's kind of resolved around the direction we want to go with the revision, and she liked my ideas, and that's great. I'm glad. But we were talking about Tyra Banks. And she's got a YA novel coming out called Model Land. Well, I watch America's Next Top Model, and one of the reasons you watch it, I think, is because Tyra's insane. I mean, I believe everyone in the world is crazy to some degree, and that we all have our quirks and eccentricities, but some people are crazier than others, and Tyra's one of them. I think we can all agree Tyra's a little bit insane. So I can't wait to read her book, obviously. So my editor's going to send me I think it's either an advanced copy of the book, a complete copy, or an ARC, and that should be here like today or tomorrow, so I'm really excited. But I initially thought it was coming yesterday, and so when this came in the mail, I was like, I raced down, I almost tackled the UPS guy trying to get my hands on Model Land. But not that this isn't a great book to grab, but my editor sent me Sophie Littlefield's YA novel, Banished, and it sounds like it almost might fit into my horror thing that I'm doing. I'm going to be reading a lot of horror books in September. I've got my list. I don't know how far I am from complete, but I'm almost to 40 books in my YA horror novel list, and those are all fairly current YA horror novels, so we'll see. If you've got more, keep them coming. Keep putting them in the comments, because that would be awesome. I went ahead and bought a couple from that list, so I'm going to be showing you some that are definitely going to be read in September. But I went through the Amazon clearance section and the bargain section to just sort of pick up some cheaper books, and ended up getting 6 books. So one of them was Barry Liga's The Astonishing Adventures of Fanboy and Goth Girl. Now, I remember seeing this a long time ago, and I'm just kind of interested to see what it's like. So I thought I'd give it a shot. Plus, I like the cover, and it's shiny and, kind of iridescent, and that's kind of cool. Let's see. All right. Well, this was recommended as being a horror novel, although I'm reticent to actually call it that. You can actually clarify that for me if you've read it. But Sarwat Chadha's Devil's Kiss, it sounds like there's definitely some horror components to it, but it's also about the Knights Templar. So we'll see. I got it anyway. I thought it would be definitely worth a read. These next 3 definitely have horror elements and are on my list. And that's Lauren Miracle's Bliss, and I love the cover. It has sort of a 70s horror movie quality to it, and the red lettering is actually an shiny embossed raised lettering on that. So, and it's got that kind of buttery feel to the cover, so I'm excited. Anyway, yeah, it's a Lauren Miracle horror novel, and so I'm excited to read that. Also, definitely in the horror vein, ghost story, Katie Allender's Bad Girls Don't Die, and this is a hardback too. I think I got these for like $3, $3.98, something like that. So that's pretty exciting. Yeah, I'm excited to read this one because I love me some ghost stories, and so that's on the September schedule. And this is all for, I've said this before, this is all going to be for the October book show, so it's Halloween themed, all that kind of crap. Christopher Golden's Soulless. I've been meaning to pick up a Christopher Golden book ever since I met him at Dragon Con. We had dinner at a friend's house together. And he's a nice guy. And when I heard that this was straight up horror novel, I decided I had to get it. I was also looking for a book called Sleepless, and I can't remember who the author of that is, but I'll figure it out. I have never read a Darren Shan book. I've not read any of the other series, but this is the first book in the Demonata series, Lord Lost, and I thought I would give that a shot and see how it goes. What was Cirque du Freak was the other series, obviously. I did like The Vampire's Assistant, if that's any consolation, but that's on my list. And I'm going to share the whole list of that when I think I'm going to give it up until September or maybe like the end of August to kind of compile as many as I can. And then I'll go through and share the whole list and show you the books that I do have from that list here. Because I plan on hitting up some Borders closing sales this month and definitely by the end of August. So if I can flesh out my list, that would be great. I'm also probably going to have to flesh out my office with another bookcase pretty soon, which kind of scares me because it's gonna shrink my my room. It's going to shrink my room because I'm going to have to start using a different wall. Anyway, that's it. That's what I got. I would do a bookshelf tour, but I'm really, really focusing on trying to get this revision done and deal with my dog. So that's it. Remember, more horror titles. And let me know about Sarwat Chadha's Devil's Kiss and if anyone read that or liked it or felt like it was horror, because I'm kind of interested and kind of on the fence. Anyway, that's it.